Hi again, everybody. This video is sponsored by contribution from Anonymous, and here's her story. Hello, Ollie. I just made a donation. I appreciate any insight on this matter. I work in a very nice office with a pretty nice and reasonable boss. We have one lady who has been there for a little while. We'll call her Jane. And another who recently started. We'll call her Mary. Mary has a lot more relevant job-related experience than Jane. Jane is lazy, badmouths the boss, gets overwhelmed when asked to do anything extra. Says the boss should make her office manager with all she's being asked to do. She says she has a bachelor's degree in education and cannot spell. Mary is hardworking, gets along with her boss, and takes on more than her fair share of work. She wants to tell the boss what's happening, but's afraid to. Jane will stand around chatting, say things like, "This is not my job," and seems to be very jealous of Mary. She puts things aside that need to be done and doesn't take pride in her work. She refuses to train the other staff. She is starting to position one of our other co-workers against the boss and Mary. This worker is very young, 21, and beginning to show signs of being quiet and withdrawn. Jane is about 37. I told her she should tell our boss, "What do you think? And what do you think could be done about Jane?" Anonymous. Normally I would say, years past, I would say, tell your boss. But here's the problem in corporations and businesses. They're not out for justice. They're out to just have problems go away. They're not going to deal with something like this. They don't do it, especially a female, because they're in a protected class. Every time you hear Jane, this is what I would do. And this is what I would tell anybody else to do who doesn't like her, and Mary as well. Anytime you hear Jane bad mouthing anybody, the boss, anything, you write it down, because all that is relevant, especially in human resources and legally going forward. I don't think you're going to get involved with this woman legally, but I would start writing everything down. Date, time she said it. Date, time she said it. And if it continues and she continues to spiral and continue her bullshit, then and only then would I go and make a complaint. But if it's he said, she said, because here's the problem. You can go and complain thinking somebody else is going to go complain with you, and they completely throw you under the bus. That is how I've seen that happen so many times, over and over and over again. That's why you need it in writing. So if you're the only one who's going to try to do anything about it and she's not bothering you, I would be like, you know what? I'm not putting my neck out for anyone. If you want to write the stuff down for your own protection, I would, and I would advise Mary to do the same. But just walking in there with saying she's not doing her job and how she says that this isn't her job, that's management. And if management isn't doing their job, they're not going to want to be told they're not doing their job, because that's in essence of what you're telling them. When all this is happening and you go to human resources, you know what happens? The boss has to answer, how did you let this happen? And you did nothing about it. So therefore, it gets swept under the rug, and they'll try to get rid of it any way they can. Writing it down makes a difference, and that's the only way I would handle that. So I hope that helps. Thank you so much for your contribution. Thank you for your question. I appreciate it. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions or advice in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover or a narcissist you'd like to expose, you know what to do with the PayPal and the email links in the description box. I'll have a video right back to you. This is Ollie Matthews. Thanks for watching. See you all again soon.